Hi everyone, my name is Miss Hannah from Beloit Public Library. I am here with collection number 6 for Bookleggers, and I'm so excited to talk about all of my books with you today. So first one is by one of my favorite authors, Wait Till Helen Comes, by Mary Downing-Hahn. She does a lot of spooky fiction books, so this is a fiction chapter book. It is about 184 pages. That sounds like a lot of pages, but don't worry, it's a very quick read because it's very intriguing. Mary Downing-Hahn has also written Took, All the Lovely Bad Ones, which I have read, Closed for the Season, and The Ghost of Crutchfield Hall. Those are all great ones on the inside of the cover, so if you really like this book after reading it, you can go look at some of her other ones. And I'm going to read a little snippet about Wait Till Helen Comes. Let's see, right in the beginning. Super great for spooky season coming up in October here. Shivering with fear, I climbed out the window and ran through the grass, already cold and wet with dew. Keeping in the shadow of the hedge, I crept past the gate, staying outside the graveyard until I reached the black shade of the oak tree. Dropping to my knees, I peered through the hedge at Helen's grave. Dimly lit by the blue glow I'd seen from the house, Heather held out a jar of wildflowers as if she were making an offering. "Helen," she whispered. "Helen, are you here?" Too frightened to breathe, I saw the glimmer of blue light shape itself into the figure of a girl no bigger than Heather. She wore a white dress, and her hair, as dark as Heather's, tumbled in waves down her back. Her features were indistinct, her eyes in shadow, but I knew who she was. "I'm here," the girl said. So that is Wait Till Helen Comes. Keep reading to find out who Helen is and why she's there. Okay, next one we have Bad Guys. This is a super great book. This is fiction. There's a new Bad Guys movie that just came out recently, within the last month or two, I think. So you guys might be super familiar with this. I think there's about 12 or 13 books in the series. This is considered a graphic chapter book. I like it because it has super simple drawings, but also great comedy and jokes in there, hidden jokes. So I will read a little snippet of this as well. And Blabey's a great author. He illustrates these books as well. He's written some other ones called Pig the Pug. Those are for younger folks. Picture books for younger people. So great author. Okay. Chapter 1, Mr. Wolf. Psst. Hey, you. He's talking to you guys. "Yeah, you. Get over here." So you got Mr. Wolf here. It looks like he's wearing a cool suit. "I said, get over here. What's the problem?" "Oh, I see. Yeah, I get it. You're thinking, ooh, it's a big, bad, scary wolf. I don't want to talk to him. He's a monster." "Well, let me tell you something, buddy. Just because I've got big pointy teeth and razor-sharp claws and I occasionally like to dress up like an old lady, that doesn't mean that I'm a bad guy." I think it's funny that they put his police report in there. "Dangerous, do not approach." Oh boy. "It's all lies, I tell you, but you don't believe me, do you? Because I'm the bad guy, right?" "Wrong. I'm a great guy, a nice guy even, but I'm not just talking about me." It's all dressed up, Little Red Riding Hood. "I've got some buddies who have the same problem, so I've asked them to join us. Any minute now, they'll be walking through that door. They're great guys, but just like me, they are misunderstood, so don't go anywhere, okay? No, seriously, don't even think about it, okay?" Awesome. So that was chapter 1 of The Bad Guys. So this is the very first book in the series if you have not read it yet. Great book series, and they're easy, quick reads as well. So, and then on the back, if you liked it, you can look up some of the other ones. These are the next 4 books, but like I said, there's quite a few books in the series by now. So, Bad Guys, a great book. And at the very end, after I'm done reading all these, I'm going to show you guys my most favorite one out of the whole collection. All right, this is number 3 of the collection out of 6. So this is Who Would Win? Whale versus Giant Squid. These books are super fun. This is a nonfiction book. I like it because it has real facts about giant squids and whales. And there's also some different books you guys might be familiar with. There's some different ones in the collection. We have Hammerhead versus Bull Shark, Killer Whale versus Great White Shark, Komodo Dragon versus King Cobra, Lion versus Tiger, Polar Bear versus Grizzly Bear, Tarantula versus Scorpion, Tyrannosaurus Rex versus Velociraptor, and then Whale versus Giant Squid. There might even be more now in this series who would win. I'm not going to tell you who's going to win, but because you have to read it for yourself, but I will talk a little bit about a couple facts. I like the artwork in these. They're very realistic drawings, and they're obviously anatomically correct. So giant fact about the giant squid. The largest squid are the giant squid and the colossal squid. And did you know that a giant squid brain is the size and shape of a small donut? But they are actually very smart creatures. And then we've got the whale. Okay, so the sperm whale, big fact, the blue whale is actually the largest animal on Earth. That's awesome. And then its head can also be 20 feet long. That's pretty long, especially for a whale. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So there's the beginning cover, some more artwork. So this is who would win, whale versus giant squid. You gotta read it to find out who would win. Awesome, so that's nonfiction. So it has all true facts in it. And the other two that we just read are fiction. Okay, this is another fiction book. This is The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. This is a classic one. This is about a little boy who meets a tree and kind of goes through life together, because trees live a very long time too. I'm going to read just a couple pages. I really like this book, even though the cover is colored. The artwork in this is all black and white and very simple drawings. And even though this is a picture book, it's actually a pretty advanced picture book. So there's some different morality in this too, tales of morality. So let me go ahead, get the first page here. Once there was a tree. Got the tree drawing there. And she loved a little boy. Aw, got the little boy's little foot is peeking out there. And every day the boy would come. So he's running over to her. And he would gather her leaves. Gonna start doing that pretty soon when the leaves fall, the branches, right? And make them into crowns and play king of the forest. It's fun, he's got a little leaf crown there. And he would climb up her trunk. This is one of my favorite pictures, little feet sticking out. It's cute. Climb up her trunk. Anybody like to climb up trunk? And swing from her branches. Read one more page here. And eat yummy apples coming from her tree. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I'm not going to read any more because I don't want to give it away, The Tale of the Boy and the Giving Tree. But this is The Giving Tree. Like I said, this is a classic. This is the author on the back, Shel Silverstein. He's written some other books, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Those are fun. It's a fun book. He's written a lot of other children's books too. So that is a fiction one. Fiction picture book. Super quick read. Okay, number 5 out of 6 with our collection. We have Abuelos, which means grandpas in Spanish. This one's kind of a spooky one, but also based in the wintertime, so it's good for spooky season around October and Day of the Dead, and then also good for in the wintertime too. So I'll read. I love the artwork in this. It's kind of a classic drawing one. I love the artwork and the colors, and you'll learn a little bit more about Abuelos. Let's read the first couple pages here. See if I can open my first page here. Okay. All right, so there's the artwork, and there's the two siblings, a couple of the main characters of the story. I'm gonna get you, my brother shouts. Laughing, I run as fast as I can through the snow. My brother Ray chases me, saying, ooh, I'm gonna get you. I run into the house my father built. He grew up in this little pueblo, and now we have moved back here to live. My parents teach at the school. Que frio, Papa says, coming in after me. Help me build a good fire, Amelia. Que frio means it's cold. He rubs his cold hands together and then rubs my hands in his. So what do you think of your first winter in these New Mexico mountains? It's cold, I say, helping my mother set the table. So they're in the New Mexican mountains. It's pretty cold. Wintertime, right? Okay, after supper, I stretch out in front of the fire by Grandpa and read my book. The fire crackles and pops. Outside, the wind howls. Chocolate, Papa says, offering us cups of hot, foamy chocolate with cinnamon. Ooh, my brother squeals in a high voice, trying to scare me. Ooh, the old mountain men are coming to visit Amelia. I move closer to my father. Tell her, Papa, says Ray. Tell her again about the men who are going to come down from the mountains. I'm not going to read any more because you have to find out who the men are. So the Abuelos, that refers to the old mountain men, and it's kind of based on the tradition of Santa Claus. So you might see some similarities between that. So this is great for kind of spooky time. It's kind of spooky, but also kind of during a wintry time too. So this is Abuelos. This is a great book, and it's very quick too. It seems kind of long, but it's very quick. So I won't read any more because you have to find out about more about the Abuelos yourself. Okay, so last book I have, number 6 out of 6 in my collection for you guys. This one is my favorite. I love all these books, but this one's my most favorite book out of the whole collection. So this is called Ghosts by Raina Telgemeier. On the very back, I know it's kind of small. You might be familiar with the book Smile, Drama and Sisters. Smile came out when I was about your guys' age, maybe even a little bit older. But she's a great author, and she's won a few awards for her books. This is definitely a graphic novel. It looks kind of big, but it's really a quick read. Here's the pictures of the books, that other books she's written, a little bit bigger. So if you really liked this book after reading it, you can check out more of her other books on the back, and she might even have more by now. So this is called Ghosts, and I'll read a little snippet of it. This one is about a girl and her sister who moved to California because her sister has cystic fibrosis, which is a condition where you build up a lot of fluid. It's genetic in your lungs, and there's not really a cure for it. But they moved to a town called Bahia de la Luna, California, so it's a little bit more comfortable for her sister to live because they're by the ocean. It's a little bit more moisture in the air. But it's also around Day of the Dead and Halloween time, so there's a little bit of a culture mashup with Abuelos too for Day of the Dead. So this one's called Ghosts. Good for spooky season or any time, of course. So you'll learn a little bit about that culture in Abuelos and this one too. Okay, so this is the first page. This is August, so they're driving through the drive-thru right now in this section, and they're moving all their stuff. So they're stopping for a lunch break, it looks like. 1 double back combo, 1 cheese back with fries, a double Napoleon shake, and don't forget my orange soda. Here you go, girls. Do they have double back burger in our new town, Dad? That sounds good. Okay. I don't think so, Kat. They only have them down here in Southern California. What are we even going to eat in our new town? We're moving up north and to the coast. Dad got a new job, but we all know the real reason we're going. My little sister Maya, she's not a very healthy kid. I'm trying not to be selfish, but it's hard. So they're sitting in the car eating their food, and the older sister's texting her friends, it looks like. Are you okay back there, Kat? Yeah, I'm okay. Maya has cystic fibrosis. It's a thing you're born with. It affects breathing and digestion. How about a little music? And there's no cure. Like I said before, no cure. Okay. Mom and Dad are dragging us to this gloomy place, Bahia de la Luna, California. They say the sun only shines here 62 days of the year. And when I heard that, I said, ew, I'd rather die, which did not go over very well. I'm going to miss Ari and Maddie and Haiba and all my friends. Of course, I don't want to die, and I want Maya to be as healthy as possible. Duh. They're my friends too. Kat. Yes, Maya, they're your friends too. This is it, girls. The green one? No, the little red one. So they made it to their house, and I'm not going to tell you anything else. This is a great book. So you have to read to find out more about Kat and Maya's relationship and what they do in their little town, Bahia de la Luna, especially during Halloween season. So this is super fun for the upcoming fall season. So those are all of my books. I'll hold them all up for you guys. Ooh, if I can actually juggle all of them. So these are all 6 books, and I hope you guys enjoy them as much as I do. Awesome. And I recommend reading these two kind of side by side together. So awesome. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy all of your books.